Welcome to Health. I'm Dr. James Carter, and today we're going to talk about something many of us experience but few truly understand: the weakening of our legs as we get older. It often starts with small things. Maybe you feel a bit more tired climbing stairs, or your knees take an extra second to push you up from the sofa. Perhaps you've told yourself, "Oh, it's just old age." We've all heard that phrase or said it ourselves hundreds of times, and our society, unfortunately, often accepts it as an unavoidable part of getting older. But here's a truth. Many doctors don't quite spell out one that can truly change how you view your health after 60. When your legs start to feel weak, it's not just old age. It's a warning sign that your body is missing something vital. Losing leg strength doesn't just affect you physically. It affects your confidence. It affects your independence. You might start avoiding longer walks, dreading places with stairs, or feeling anxious about walking on uneven sidewalks. This worry can lead you to withdraw, become less active, and this in turn makes muscle weakness even worse, creating a difficult cycle to break. Feeling betrayed by your own body is no small psychological burden, which can lead to isolation and a decline in overall quality of life. That's why recognizing and addressing this issue early on is so incredibly important. After age 60, we silently lose 1 to 3% of our muscle mass each year. This phenomenon has a scientific name: sarcopenia. It doesn't cause pain, it doesn't cause swelling. It's not like arthritis or an injury you can feel right away. Sarcopenia happens slowly, like a thief in the night, until one day we're suddenly clinging to the wall just to stay steady. The scariest part. It sneaks up on us while we're still eating normally, still going about our daily lives. We think we're doing everything right, but our bodies are quietly weakening from the inside, reducing our ability to do daily activities and increasing our risk of falls, a leading cause of injury and even death among older adults. But what if I told you there's a way to change that in just a few days? No expensive gym memberships, no painful physical therapy. Just 3 scientifically proven vitamins used by real seniors who have regained their strength and confidence. And they can restore your balance, your energy, and most importantly, your independence. In this video series, we won't just talk about theory. We'll dive into clinical studies and real-world data, simple daily habits that make a big difference. And most importantly, we'll discover exactly what those 3 vitamins are, how to use them correctly, and what signs in your body tell you it's time to act. If you stay with me until the end of this series, I'll also give you a daily vitamin timing plan that has helped thousands of older adults feel confident on their feet again. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching this video from today? Please leave a comment below. And if you find these health tips helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss another step on your path to a healthier, stronger life. We are committed to bringing you reliable and actionable information for your life. Let's start with the first and most often overlooked vitamin, the one that truly flips the on switch in your muscles and bones. A good friend of mine, Walter, who is 72, came to me not long ago and said something that has always stuck with me. "I feel like my legs are betraying me. I eat normally. I walk a bit every day, but I still feel my steps getting heavier and heavier." I asked him a simple question. "Have you checked your vitamin D3 levels?" He chuckled. "I thought D3 was just for bones." That's where most seniors get it wrong. Vitamin D3 isn't just for bones. Yes, it's essential for calcium absorption and bone health, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Vitamin D3 is a master switch. It doesn't just support calcium absorption, it reactivates your entire muscular and nervous system, especially in your legs. Here's what science tells us. After age 60, your skin thins, your liver and kidneys slow down, and you spend less time in the sun, especially if you live in colder climates or use sunscreen regularly. All these factors reduce your body's ability to convert sunlight into usable vitamin D3. The top layer of your skin, where vitamin D is made from sunlight, becomes less efficient at using UVB rays. At the same time, your liver and kidney function naturally decline with age, and they're vital for turning D3 into its active form. That's why even if you feel fine now, your steps might have slowed down without you even realizing it. When D3 levels are low, your body weakens subtly. You might feel tired standing or climbing stairs even for short distances. You might start losing your balance in situations that used to feel easy, like standing on one leg or walking across an uneven surface. Your steps feel heavier, not because your muscles are weak, but because they're not getting the signals they need to work their best. What's worse, you might think this is just a sign of old age. But in reality, it's a fixable deficiency, a problem that can be addressed with simple, yet effective measures. Let's get into more detail. According to a study from the University of Birmingham, participants over 65 who took 800 IU of vitamin D3 daily for just 5 days showed an average 19% improvement in leg strength within a few weeks. Another study by the Harvard Center for Geriatric Research found that seniors with low D3 levels had a 40% higher risk of falls or hospital admission due to leg weakness compared to those with healthy D3 levels. What does vitamin D3 truly do for your legs? It improves calcium absorption. Yes, but that's just the first step. D3 helps transport calcium from your gut into your bloodstream and then into your bones, ensuring strong bones. More importantly, D3 has direct receptors on your muscle cells. When D3 is activated, it helps optimize muscle contraction and relaxation, which is crucial for smooth, stable movement. A D3 deficiency can lead to the wasting of type 2 fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are vital for strength and quick reactions, especially in maintaining balance and preventing falls. It also reduces inflammation in aging muscle tissue. Low-grade chronic inflammation is a contributor to muscle weakness, and it keeps the nerve signals between your brain and legs firing at full speed, ensuring that commands from your brain reach your leg muscles quickly and accurately. This is extremely important for your coordination and reaction time. When Walter started supplementing correctly, he noticed something incredible. I don't need to hold on to the handrail as much when I go upstairs. It's like I got my legs back. So what's a safe and effective dose? Most healthy adults over 60 are recommended to take 800 to 1,000 IU daily. If you've recently had a fall, feel significantly weaker, or have osteoporosis or joint pain, your doctor might suggest 1,500 to 2,000 IU daily. But here's an important caution. Do not take more than 4,000 IU daily, unless under direct medical supervision. D3 is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning any excess can build up in your body over time. Too much can lead to nausea, constipation, kidney stones, and even unusual heart rhythms in sensitive individuals. That's why consistency, not excessive doses, is key. To truly optimize the benefits of vitamin D3, it's important to consider cofactor nutrients. Vitamin K2 and magnesium play crucial roles in ensuring D3 works effectively and safely. Vitamin K2-D3 helps absorb calcium, but K2 is the traffic cop nutrient that directs calcium to the right places, bones and teeth, and away from the wrong places, arteries and soft tissues. Without enough K2, calcium can build up in your arteries, leading to arterial calcification, a risk factor for heart disease. Look for the MK7 form of K2. Magnesium is an essential mineral for the conversion of D3 into its active form in the body. Most adults in the US are deficient in magnesium. A lack of magnesium can reduce the effectiveness of D3 supplementation, even if you're taking high doses, as magnesium is involved in hundreds of enzyme reactions in the body, including those related to energy metabolism and muscle function. How do you take D3 correctly? Always take D3 with your main meal of the day that contains healthy fats. Foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, avocado, or salmon help your body absorb D3 much more efficiently. Don't take it right before bed, as D3 can slightly interfere with melatonin and disrupt sleep for some. Can you get enough D3 from food alone? Not very practical at all. A serving of fatty fish like salmon might give you about 500 IU. One egg, only 40 IU. A glass of fortified milk, around 100 IU. You'd have to eat an impractical amount of these foods every day to meet even the minimum dose, especially for older adults who might have limited appetites or dietary restrictions. That's why a supplement is often not just helpful, but necessary to reach optimal levels. Here's the bottom line. If your legs feel heavy, if your balance feels uncertain, or if stairs now seem daunting, your body might not just be getting old. It might just be missing its spark plug. Vitamin D3 can be that spark, helping to turn back on the strength and stability in your legs, helping you move with more confidence every day. Soon after Walter's D3 levels were boosted, he told me, "I feel stronger, yes, but sometimes my feet still feel disconnected. Like I have to look down to make sure they're there." That's when I knew we had to talk about vitamin B12. Most people think B12 is just for energy or memory. And while that's true, it's only scratching the surface. For seniors over 60, B12 is the lifeline of your nervous system, especially the wiring connecting your brain to your legs. Without enough B12, nerve signals get delayed or misfire. That's why your legs can feel numb, heavy, or as if they aren't listening to you. You might feel a strange buzzing or fizzing sensation in your feet, or as if you're walking on sand even though there's nothing wrong with your shoes. Here's what's happening inside. Your nerves are wrapped in something called myelin, a protective sheath that helps messages travel quickly and clearly. B12 is essential for maintaining and rebuilding that sheath. When levels drop, it's like stripping the insulation off an electrical wire. Sparks get lost or never reach their destination. This leads to slow, weak, or incorrect signals, causing sensations of numbness, tingling, and loss of coordination, especially when performing movements that require dexterity and balance. And here's the kicker: B12 deficiency is incredibly common in people over 60. Why? Two main reasons. First, your stomach produces less acid as you age. Stomach acid is needed to separate B12 from proteins in food. Then B12 needs to bind to a protein called intrinsic factor, also produced by the stomach, to be absorbed in the small intestine. When acid decreases, this process is disrupted, making B12 absorption harder, even if you eat enough. Second, if you're on common medications like metformin for diabetes or acid-blocking medications like omeprazole, Prilosec, ranitidine, Zantac now recalled, or famotidine, Pepsi-D, they interfere with B12 absorption. Even if your diet is normal, it might not be enough to maintain healthy B12 levels. Let's look at the data. A study from the University of Oxford found that older adults with low B12 walked slower, had poorer balance, and were twice as likely to fall, compared to those with healthy B12 levels. Another clinical trial published in the Journal of Gerontology gave older adults $1,000 mcg of methylcobalamin, the most active form of B12, daily for 8 weeks. The results: faster reaction times, less foot numbness, stronger lower body responses, and more confidence when standing or turning. I remember one woman in that trial saying, "It was like my legs started answering the phone again." How do you know if you might be low in B12? Pay attention to these signs: tingling or burning sensations in your feet and toes, difficulty with balance, especially when turning or stopping suddenly, a feeling like your legs are asleep when they're not, low mood, forgetfulness, or what people call senior moments, unexplained fatigue or weakness, a swollen red or sore tongue, glossitis, and even vision changes or other neurological issues like loss of reflexes. Even mild symptoms can be a warning sign that your nerves are struggling to communicate and need support. Let's talk about dosage. Doctors often recommend 500 to 1,000 mcg of methylcobalamin daily. This is the form your body can use right away without having to convert it from other forms like cyanocobalamin first. That's especially important as your conversion ability decreases with age. You can find B12 as sublingual tablets, which dissolve under your tongue chewables or oral sprays. The sublingual form is often preferred because it bypasses stomach absorption issues and goes straight into your bloodstream. When should you take it? B12 can slightly increase alertness, so take it in the morning or around lunchtime, but not too late in the day to avoid affecting sleep. Avoid coffee or tea around the same time as B12, as they can interfere with absorption. Can food give you enough? Here's the reality: 3 ounces of beef liver, about 70 mcg. 3 ounces of salmon, about 4.5 mcg. 1 egg, 0.5 mcg. 1 cup of milk, 1.0 mcg if fortified. That means to meet even 500 mcg daily, you'd need to eat over 100 eggs or a lot of liver every single day. Not very practical, right? That's why supplements are the safest and simplest option, especially for seniors, to ensure adequate intake. Is B12 safe? Yes. It's water-soluble, meaning any excess is flushed out through your urine. There's no known risk of overdose for healthy individuals. But if you're on blood thinners or have kidney issues, talk to your doctor first to ensure absolute safety and avoid unexpected interactions. Here's what happened to Walter. 2 weeks after starting B12, he said, "I walked across the living room and realized I didn't stumble even once. I didn't even think about it." And that's the magic of B12. It doesn't just boost strength, it reconnects. It brings back reflexes, stability, and a feeling of trust in your legs, helping you move naturally and without thinking. Now that we've reconnected the wiring B12 and flipped the switch D3, let's talk about the fuel for your muscles, the missing link to powering your every step. The last time Walter and I met, he smiled and said, "I don't feel like I'm walking through wet cement anymore." That's when I knew. His nerves were reconnected. His strength was returning. But there was still one last piece missing. Energy. Because what good are strong muscles and sharp nerves if your body doesn't have the fuel to move them? Let's talk about vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This humble vitamin doesn't get as much fanfare as D3 or B12, but it might just be the real MVP, most valuable player when it comes to restoring energy, reducing leg fatigue, and getting you moving again. Think of your body like a car. D3 starts the engine, B12 reconnects the wiring, and B1, that's the gasoline. Here's why that's so crucial, especially after 60. Your legs contain the largest muscles in your body, and they demand a significant amount of energy to work. Every time you stand up from a chair, climb stairs, or even walk across the kitchen, your muscles need energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And B1 is the crucial ingredient your cells use to turn food into ATP through the Krebs cycle, a central energy metabolism process in every living cell. Without enough B1, your muscles can be perfectly healthy, but they just can't activate properly. They lack the fuel to work. It's like trying to drive a car with no gas in the tank. And here's a surprise: B1 deficiency is surprisingly common in older adults. Why? A few reasons. First, your body absorbs less thiamine as you age. Second, common medications like diuretics, often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart failure, and metformin for diabetes, can flush B1 out of your body, reducing the amount available to your cells. Third, diets low in whole grains, legumes, or lean meats often don't provide enough B1. Even light alcohol consumption can interfere with B1 absorption. Furthermore, certain underlying conditions like diabetes, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or weight loss surgery can affect B1 absorption, increasing the risk of deficiency. You might not notice it at first, but over time, B1 deficiency can cause subtle symptoms that diminish your quality of life. These include your legs feeling tired even after short walks, a sense of heaviness or dragging your feet when you move, cramps in your calves or feet, dizziness after standing up, a lack of motivation to move or engage in activities, shortness of breath when climbing stairs, mental fatigue or brain fog, and even a reduced appetite. I had a client, Mary, age 69. She described it perfectly. "It's not exactly pain, just this strange heaviness in my legs, like I'm always walking uphill." She ate fairly well, even got some exercise, but the heaviness persisted until we addressed her thiamine levels. And what did the studies show? A 2021 study from the University of Tokyo found that over 30% of older adults had low B1 levels, and these individuals had weaker legs, shorter walking distances, and more muscle fatigue. But here's the good news. After thiamine supplementation, participants showed remarkable improvements in stair climbing, walking confidence, and energy, often within just 1 week. Another study in the Journal of Neuroscience gave 100 milligrams of thiamine daily to older adults suffering from chronic leg fatigue. 82% reported increased stamina within 7 days. 68% said the feeling of leg heaviness and pain significantly decreased, and no side effects were reported, demonstrating the safety of B1 supplementation. So how does B1 work? It fuels a process called the Krebs cycle, your body's main energy factory, where glucose is converted into ATP. Without it, muscles don't get the fuel they need to function, recover, or grow. And because your leg muscles are so large, they are often the first to show signs of fuel deprivation. B1 also aids in nerve signal transmission, especially in the peripheral nerves that control your legs and feet, ensuring that commands from the brain are effectively relayed to the muscles. So again, we're not just talking about energy. We're talking about restoring the flow between your mind, your muscles, and your movement, bringing back a sense of complete connection and control. Now let's talk practicalities. Recommended dosage. For older adults with fatigue or neurological symptoms, doctors often recommend 50 to 100 milligrams daily. This is much higher than the standard RDA, just 1.1 to 1.2 milligrams, but has been shown to be safe and effective in older adults in clinical studies. When and how to take B1. Take thiamine in the morning with your first meal. Combine it with healthy fats or protein for better absorption. Avoid alcohol, black tea, or coffee near your dose, as they can interfere with B1 absorption. Common B1 supplement forms include thiamine HCl, the most common water-soluble form, benfotiamine, a fat-soluble form that is better absorbed, especially useful for diabetes-related nerve issues, and sulbutamine, Another form that can cross the blood-brain barrier better, potentially having an effect on mood and mental energy. Is it safe? Yes. Thiamine is water-soluble, meaning your body will excrete any excess through your urine. Even at high doses, it's considered one of the safest vitamins for older adults with very few reported side effects. But always check with your doctor first if you have kidney or liver issues, or are on multiple medications to ensure absolute safety and optimize effectiveness. Can you get enough from food? Theoretically, yes, but only if you are truly diligent and have a very diverse diet. Good sources include whole grains like brown rice or oatmeal legumes like lentils and black beans, sunflower seeds and organ meats like liver or pork. But honestly, most seniors aren't eating a bowl of lentils and liver every single day. And if you're on medications or eating less in general, supplementation becomes the smartest and most practical choice to ensure adequate thiamine levels. Back to Mary. Within 5 days of adding B1 to her routine, she said, "I woke up, stood up, and realized I wanted to go for a walk." That's the beauty of thiamine. It doesn't just reduce fatigue, it brings back your desire to move. It recharges your motivation, lightens your steps, and helps you trust your body again, bringing confidence and joy back into daily activities. Now that we've fueled the body, let's connect the dots. How do these 3 vitamins work together, and how should you take them each day for the best results? So now you know the full trio: vitamin D3, B12, and B1. One activates your muscles, one connects your nerves, and one fuels your drive. But like any team, the timing and balance between them are just as important as each individual part. Here's how to get the best results with the least effort and confusion. In the morning, start with fuel and activation. Right after breakfast, especially one with healthy fats like eggs, yogurt, or avocado, take your vitamin D3. This is when your body absorbs it best, and when you need its strength-activating effects most for the day. At the same time, take your vitamin B1 thiamine. This provides your muscles with the necessary energy to move freely throughout the day, ensuring you have enough stamina for morning activities. Midday, power up the wiring. With your lunch, take your vitamin B12, ideally in a sublingual methylcobalamin form or a chewable spray. The sublingual form helps bypass stomach absorption issues and goes straight into your bloodstream. Avoid drinking tea or coffee around this time, as they can reduce B12 absorption. You'll feel more alert, more connected, and steadier on your feet for the afternoon ahead. When you're ready to start supplementing, it's crucial to choose high-quality products. The supplement market can be vast and sometimes confusing. Look for third-party certifications from reputable organizations like USP, United States Pharmacopeia, NSF International, or ConsumerLab.com. These organizations test products to ensure they contain the correct ingredients, and dosages listed on the label are free from harmful contaminants and are manufactured to strict quality standards. Prioritize reputable brands that are transparent about their sourcing and manufacturing processes. Read labels carefully, paying attention to the form of the vitamin, e.g. methylcobalamin, for B12 cholecalciferol, for D3 the dosage, and any other ingredients. Avoid products with unnecessary fillers, sugars, or artificial additives. If you're already taking a multivitamin, check the label carefully. Many generic senior formulas often fall short on these 3 crucial nutrients. Worse, they often mix fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins without absorption guidelines or crucial cofactors like K2 and magnesium. You might still benefit more from taking D3, B12, and B1 separately at the correct times and adding cofactors if needed. If possible, get simple blood tests every 6 to 12 months. This ensures you're neither over-supplementing nor under-supplementing, especially with fat-soluble D3, helping you fine-tune your dosage precisely. It gives you peace of mind and a baseline to measure your improvements, allowing you and your doctor to make informed decisions about your health. And remember, more isn't always better. Stick to the recommended dosages. You don't need massive doses. You need consistency and proper timing for optimal results. Always consult your doctor or healthcare professional before starting any new supplement regimen, especially if you have any health conditions or are taking other medications, to ensure safety and individual suitability. You deserve an active, full life, and vitamins are a crucial part of the puzzle. But to truly unlock your body's full potential, we need to look at the bigger picture of health. Beyond proper vitamin supplementation, other pillars of overall health also play a pivotal role in maintaining and restoring your leg strength. Protein. Along with vitamins, protein is the building block for your muscles. As we age, our bodies need more protein to maintain muscle mass and recover from activity. Make sure you're getting enough quality protein from sources like lean meats, fish eggs, dairy, Greek yogurt, legumes, and nuts. Aim for about 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight daily as a good starting point. Hydration. Water. Water is key to every bodily function, including muscle and nerve function. Dehydration can lead to cramps, fatigue, reduced physical performance, and affect joint lubrication. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, and don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. Gentle exercise. You don't need to hit the gym hard or do high-intensity workouts. Brisk walking, swimming, gentle yoga, or resistance band exercises at home can make a big difference. Movement helps stimulate muscles, improve blood circulation, enhance coordination, and maintain bone density. Even 15-30 minutes of daily walking can offer significant benefits. Sleep. Your body recovers and repairs itself while you sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation can severely impact energy levels, concentration, muscle recovery, and even increase feelings of pain. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Stress management. Chronic stress can negatively impact overall health, including nutrient absorption, immune function, and can contribute to fatigue and weakness. Find ways to relax and reduce stress through activities like meditation, reading, spending time with friends, or in nature. Now let me say this. From a friend to a friend. If your legs have been feeling heavy, if you've been hesitating at the bottom of stairs, if your balance isn't what it used to be, please don't accept it as just old age. Sometimes the solution isn't surgery or a difficult struggle. It's simple nutrition taken seriously combined with a healthy lifestyle. These 3 vitamins, when used correctly and paired with a healthy lifestyle, can help you regain confidence in your body. They can bring back the joy of movement, the confidence of a steady gait, and the independence that makes life truly worth living. You deserve that, every single day. If you found this video helpful, leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear if you've tried any of these or noticed any changes in your energy or balance. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more tips to keep you strong, steady, and thriving after 60. Keep moving forward, one strong, confident step at a time. I'm rooting for you.